Hello, everyone, and welcome to a highly unusual topic for meditation on spirit releasement. It is a difficult topic for many. Some of us tend to be dismissive, others tend to be afraid because we don't know enough about energetic parasites. 100 years ago, we were afraid of viruses and bacteria because we didn't understand these. Today, we are afraid of energetic parasites because there is so little information about them. There is nothing to be afraid. Just think of them as viruses or bacteria in your energy field. Now, working with this method, if you can just be open to it, has helped a lot of people that I know to be free quite quickly from a variety of symptoms. You are likely to have an energetic parasite if you are showing any of the following symptoms. You might have very low energy levels. You might have changes in character or moods, being very happy sometimes and suddenly losing it, saying things that you don't mean. You might have conflicting thoughts or voices in your head. One part of you wants to do something, while another part of you comments or berates you, belittles you. There is also a tendency to have a high sex drive all of a sudden, or want to drink a lot of alcohol or do drugs. You can also sometimes get addictively stuck to a relationship that you might otherwise not find interesting at all. You might find that you're acting impulsively. You might find that your memory is very shallow and you tend to forget a lot about your present. Concentration might be affected. You need to look for changes in basic character. Are you a person who has always had a strong memory, but in the last few years it's been bad? Are you the sort of person who used to finish a book off in one sitting and lately you cannot read more than half a page? There can also be a sudden onset of anxiety or depression for no known reasons. And in the same way, you might find a sudden onset of some sort of physical disease for no known reason. In many cases, I have even found that some of these problems cannot be medically diagnosed. Not all of them, some of them are diagnosed medically, but many of my clients with similar issues come to me saying that they have been checked medically and that there's no known medical reason for their pain or disability. And lastly, if you find an internal resistance to doing this process, that is usually a very strong sign that there is something within you that is hesitant to be released. So let us begin. Please, obviously, do not do this while driving or operating heavy machinery. Ideally, do it in the evenings before bedtime or at a time during the day when you're least likely to be disturbed. Find a comfortable place to settle down, sitting or lying, and close your eyes and just deeply relax. Let every cell of your body just drop its weight to the floor. Just totally relaxing. Completely surrender the weight of your body to the earth. Every single time you breathe out, let go of anything you may have been holding on to. Any stress, any tension, any cyclic thoughts, just let it all go. You may even want to think back to the most comfortable moment in your life or an imaginary situation of feeling completely safe, completely relaxed, completely free. Imagine a beautiful golden white ball of light behind your navel, just below it in the center of your body, the size of a tennis ball. This glowing ball of light grows with every breath you take, getting bigger and bigger. Bigger and bigger until it expands so much that it engulfs your whole body. Allow every cell in your body to vibrate with this golden white divine energy. You are completely safe. You are completely protected. Allow yourself to scan your entire body for any sensations that are different or unusual. It could be warmth, tingling, irritation, heaviness, dullness, throbbing. Could be anything. Just be observant and see. Scan your head, your neck, your shoulders, your right arm, your forearm, your left arm and forearm. your chest and upper back, your diaphragm and middle back, your lower belly and your lower back, your hips, your right leg, thigh, shin, and foot, your left thigh, shin, and foot. It's alright if you didn't feel anything specific, but if you did, zone in on that part of your body and speak specifically to that energy. Irrespective of what you're addressing, whether it is specific or not, as we go forward, remain open to every thought that comes up, because not every thought that comes up in the next part may be yours specifically. Remain open to the mental images and the thoughts that come up. I would like now to address that energy within you that is not the owner of this body. You are here in this body, but this body does not belong to you, does it? You are somebody else, completely different from this person. You have a different name, different personality, different needs, different ideas and attitudes. And there was a time when you were living in your own body, long before you joined this person. See if you can remember back to that time. Think of a pleasant event while in your own body. And then something happened to that body, and it died. When your body died, you found yourself alive just as you had been moments before, but outside of your dead body. At that point, you should have gone directly into the spirit world. Helpers were there. Loved ones who came from the spirit world to escort you into your new life. But instead, you remained in the physical world without your own physical body. Perhaps you were confused and didn't realize that your body had died, and therefore You didn't understand what was happening to you. That is where you made a very serious mistake, because at that moment you became a lost soul. Do you remember that you tried to talk with people and they didn't answer? Or if you touched them, they didn't seem to notice your touch. And they seemed to look right through you as though they didn't even know you were there. Perhaps you felt very confused, upset and lonely, and frustrated, and maybe even angry with them. The reason they didn't respond to you is because you are an invisible spirit. You weren't in a body, and so they couldn't see you. They didn't know that you were there. It's not that they were ignoring you. They just didn't realize that you were there. And then, at some point, you entered this body, and that is where you made an even worse mistake. Because you see, up until that point, you had just been hurting yourself by keeping yourself from the wonderful life you could have been having in the spirit world with your loved ones and having all your needs met. But when you joined this body, you started hurting them. The very least that you've done is to consume all their energy, causing all this fatigue. And then you may confuse this person because they can't tell their own thoughts and wishes and needs from yours. Now you wouldn't want someone doing this to you. Perhaps you didn't realize that you were harming this person. Fortunately, we can solve your problem right now because there are people you love very, very much who have come here from the spirit world to help you today. These are people you never thought you'd see again when they died. And yet here they are looking absolutely wonderful, looking even better than the last time you saw them, with great big smiles on their faces. They're so happy to see you because they have been really worried about you. They've been looking for you, searching for you, longing for you, and now they've found you. And they're overjoyed to see you. And now they're reaching their arms out for you. They're embracing you and giving you a warm, fulfilling hug. They're holding you. Notice how wonderful that feels. Now they're holding your hand. I want you to notice how very real and solid their hands are. If you give them a little squeeze, you can even feel the bones underneath the skin. That's because they're in their spirit body. The spirit body is just as real and as solid as a physical body. In a few moments, you're going to leave this person. And when you do, you're going to find yourself in your very own spirit body. This is your rightful body to use as long as you need to. And it is a perfect body in every sense of the word. It is a youthful and attractive body. A body that will never age, never get wrinkles, never be sick, or have anything wrong with it. You have a strong, healthy, flexible, lovely, youthful body. Now, just in case you're afraid of going to hell or having any other sort of negative consequences, I want you to know that there's somebody here from the spirit world, a teacher, a priest, a guru, who is going to explain to you that there is nothing to fear because there is no such thing as hell. Your difficult times were actually the times that you spent in this body. If you were brought up as a Catholic, this teacher spirit is a nun or a priest. If you're a Jew, it's a rabbi. If you're Muslim, it's a mullah. And if you're Hindu, it's a guru or a sadhu or a priest. They're here to explain to you that you have absolutely nothing to fear. And now it is time for you to move on into your wonderful new life. Hold the hand of your loved one, your helpers, and know that in a very few moments you're going to be in that light over there. Perhaps you can see it in the distance, or maybe it's coming close to you. It's only seconds away. And you're going into it hand in hand with your loved one. And the second that you do, you will be in your new perfect body. When you go into that light, you're going to experience something that is beyond words. It is so magnificent and lovely, so indescribably exquisite, so fulfilling. You're going to feel completely loved and accepted. You have a beautiful life waiting for you. You will be with lots of loved ones, family, and friends. You're not going to be alone anymore. The worst is over. You're all right now, and the best is yet to come. It is time for you to go now. I'm asking this person to mentally forgive you for any harm that you have done to them. And now, go with our blessings and our love. Go on. Take a deep breath as you release this energy from your body fully and completely for good. How does your body feel now? Does it feel light, free? Do you feel empty or some sort of void in your body? Look inside deeply and ask yourself, what part of me did I abandon to create this void in my energy field? Don't think about it. Let the answer just flow into your mind. The memory of the when. Even if it's not clear, it's okay. We may have abandoned or rejected parts of ourselves in a moment of shock or trauma. Allow yourself to go to this memory and allow yourself to breathe that part of you back in. It's time to be whole again. Allow this part of you to flow back into your body like light and fill up this void. Now, as you breathe, feel this energy circulating in your body, flowing through every cell, flowing through all the channels in your body freely, giving you this feeling of wholeness, completeness. Come back to that vision of the golden white ball of light surrounding your whole body. You are safe, protected, and whole now. You are fully capable of taking care of your own emotional needs. And now gently, slowly bring your attention back to your fingers and your toes. You can move or wriggle them. Become aware of your breath. Slowly open your eyes and stand with your feet about a foot apart. Knees soft, not locked, and spine erect. Now imagine that your legs are the trunk of a tree and you're extending out roots into the earth, all the way to the center of the earth. As you breathe out, you're forming these roots. And as you breathe in, you're bringing in the nourishment, stability, and security from the earth. As you breathe out, your connection gets stronger and stronger. And as you breathe in compassion. You breathe in stability, integrity, and the principles of sharing and oneness. Breathe out, extending the roots. Breathe in the memory of oneness. Take another deep breath and we're done. Thank you so much for joining me. Many people feel quite clear after just one session, but I recommend doing this every day for at least a week, if not 3. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.